welcome to the weekend edition of News Showcase. I am Priya, Tamil Nadu's first artificial intelligence news presenter. Tamil Nadu's Chief Minister M.K. Stalin is traveling to Spain for talks on foreign investments in the state. The visit follows an investor conference which saw the signing of deals with foreign and domestic businesses worth 6,64,000 crore rupees. Representatives from more than 150 countries took part in the conference earlier this month in Chennai. Reports said the deals signed during the conference are expected to create 27 lakh direct and indirect jobs. According to reports, the chief minister would be traveling via the United Arab Emirates and Sweden, and he is expected back in Chennai in the first week of February. Reports say there has been a frenzy of activity in Bihar, including large-scale transfer of officers and district magistrates, amid an impending change in administration in the state, which is currently run by the Grand Alliance coalition. There's speculation that Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, who reportedly switched sides, will now run the government with the backing of his former ally BJP. Reports on Friday said, under the new arrangement, there will be two deputy chief ministers, both from the BJP. Samrat Chaudhary, the head of the BJP in the state, brushed down rumors of a potential reunion with Kumar, but key BJP figures have hinted that talks are on. The Rashtriya Janata Dal and the Congress party are holding discussions over the changing situation in Bihar. Akhilesh Yadav, the leader of the Samajwadi Party, has declared that the Congress party would contest in 11 seats in Uttar Pradesh in the general elections. Yadav said his friendly partnership with the Congress party is off to a good start and the winning equation will continue. Unverified reports said the Congress party has not yet confirmed this number amid rumors that it wanted a share of 50 seats. Uttar Pradesh is an electorally strategic state as it represents 80 seats in parliament and considered crucial to form the federal government. India will vote to choose a new parliament in polls due before May, and the governing BJP launched its campaign for the election in the state this week. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has said the BJP was trying to force the defection of his party's lawmakers with an offer of rupees 25 crore each. He asserted that the BJP held discussions with 7 lawmakers and allegedly threatened to arrest him in the liquor policy case, but all of them had declined the offer. Reports quoting his lengthy social media post said that it was part of plans to bring down his administration in Delhi. Kejriwal went on to say that his party's successful work is the reason behind the attempts to destabilize his government. He said, it will be difficult for the BJP to defeat his party in the polls as it had the backing of the voters. Following a confrontation with student activists, the federal government has granted Z+ security to Kerala Governor Arif Mohammed Khan. In Kollam district, some 40 kilometers from the state capital Thiruvananthapuram, Governor Khan faced members of the Students' Federation of India who staged a black flag protest. The incident took place as Governor Khan, who was traveling to attend a program, ordered his vehicle to stop when he noticed the protesters on the roadside. The standoff between the governor and the students lasted for 2 hours. In comments to reporters later, the governor criticized the police and the Chief Minister of Kerala and accused them of promoting lawlessness. Maratha reservation activist Manoj Patil has called off his hunger strike after the state government agreed to all his demands. Large crowds supporting quotas for the Maratha people celebrated the government's decision. Patil launched his protest in Mumbai on Friday in support of reservation in government jobs and educational institutions for his community. The hunger strike was planned to climax in a huge rally later today, which was called off. Instead, a victory march was announced to mark the success of the protest. The Supreme Court ruled in 2021 that quotas for the Maratha community in colleges, universities, and employment were unconstitutional. The court stated that there was no justification for going over the 50% quota. Devotees flocking to the Ram temple in Ayodhya town have only increased by the day since its inauguration on January 22nd. A temple for Hindu god Ram at the site, believed to be his birthplace, was a key pledge of the BJP to its supporters. The sandstone temple was built at a cost of 1,800 crore rupees and inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in a grand event, which was streamed around the world. Ayodhya town in Uttar Pradesh also got a modern air terminal for international flights and a swanky railway station with halts for high-speed trains as part of the town's makeover. As India marked its 75th Republic Day on Friday with a grand parade in Delhi, the country's borders were secured by these brave and patriotic soldiers. Troops of the Border Security Force kept a vigil in freezing temperatures on challenging terrain along the sensitive line of control in the Jammu and Kashmir region. Trained and dedicated, these men also celebrated Republic Day as they protect the nation from hostile forces to maintain peace, not only on the frontiers, but throughout the region. The Border Security Force and troops from other branches are deployed on India's borders to keep the country safe and prosperous. A senior Canadian official has said India is collaborating with Canada and bilateral ties are strengthening after a surge in tensions following the killing of a Khalistani sympathizer in British Columbia. In an interview to CTV, National Security Advisor to Prime Minister Trudeau, Jody Thomas, said that progress was made in that relationship. Prime Minister Trudeau declared last year that Canada was actively pursuing credible allegations that Indian agents might be connected to the murder of Canadian citizen Hardeep Singh Nijjar last June, which sparked a huge diplomatic row. The allegation was denied by India. The hostility has stalled talks on a free trade agreement and jeopardized Canada's ambitions to become more influential in the Indo-Pacific area, where New Delhi's support is vital to counterbalance an increasingly belligerent China. A shipping company has said its oil tanker in the Gulf of Aden is ablaze after rebels in Yemen claimed to have fired a missile at it. The movement claimed that it had targeted the Marlin Luanda Friday night. Operator Trafigura said firefighting apparatus was being employed to extinguish the fire that was started by the strike in one of the ship's cargo tanks. Media reports quoting U.S. sources said a naval ship was responding to the distress signal of the tanker when it was struck by an anti-ship ballistic missile. The American officials stated that no injuries had been reported. According to UK Maritime Trade Operations, the incident is the rebels' most recent assault on commercial vessels in the Red Sea region. Following millions of views online for photoshopped images of singer Taylor Swift, US lawmakers have advocated for new legislation that would make the creation of deepfake images illegal. The pictures were shared on several social media platforms such as Telegram and X. A US politician described the photos' dissemination as appalling. In a statement, X claimed that it was taking appropriate actions against the accounts that were disseminating the photographs in addition to actively removing them. It further stated that it was closely monitoring the situation to ensure that further violations will be immediately addressed. Many of the pictures seem to have been taken down after they were published. However, one of Swift was reportedly seen 47 million times before it was removed. Donald Trump was found guilty by a New York jury of defaming columnist Jean Carroll in 2019 while he was U.S. president, and he must pay $83.3 million. It includes $18.3 million in compensatory damages and $65 million in punitive penalties in the civil trial. In a prior legal action, it was determined that Trump had sexually abused Carroll in the 1990s and defamed her. With a commitment to appeal the most recent decision, Trump described the case as a witch hunt and the verdict as absolutely ridiculous. The purpose of the compensatory damages is to make up for the harm the jury determined his remarks had caused to her reputation and psychological health. In South Africa's genocide lawsuit against Israel, the top UN court has not ordered Israel to stop its military campaign in Gaza, but it did say the situation on the ground should change. On Friday, the 17 judges on the court decided by wide majorities that Israel should make every effort to prevent Palestinians' deaths. It put the focus on severe physical or mental injury, living conditions that are intolerable in Gaza, and purposeful stopping of Palestinian pregnancies. The court wanted immediate and effective measures to solve Gaza's humanitarian crisis. It was clearly not an order for a ceasefire, but demands that would fundamentally alter Israel's military operation in Gaza. Israel fiercely disputes the accusation of genocide, claiming that Palestinian lives are being endangered by Hamas. The United Nations and European Union denounced the use of nitrogen gas in the first such execution in the U.S., a move that the White House said on Friday left it deeply troubled. Kenneth Smith, a 58-year-old man who had been found guilty of murder, was executed on Thursday in the southern state of Alabama by asphyxiating him with nitrogen gas through a face mask. Reporters were informed by White House spokesperson that it was troubled by the use of nitrogen gas. On Friday, Alabama's Attorney General Steve Marshall justified the choice to execute Smith using nitrogen asphyxiation, claiming that it was done in a professional manner. The death penalty has been outlawed in 23 of the 50 U.S. states, and 6 others have suspended it. Those were the top stories at this hour. Do join us, same time Monday, and have a great weekend.